Hey lovelies, my name is Alexandra Valentine and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and hit on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. In today's class, we are going to be drafting and sewing a corset, which will be beginners friendly. First off, I would like to apologize for being inconsistent lately. It's been a while I posted on this blog, but I try to change, I'll try to adjust a little bit because I'm finding it's a little bit difficult. So let's just get started into this class. So I've gone ahead to draft my basic bodice, the neckline, the armhole, the basic horizontal lines, and then now I'm marking the darts. My dart is 7 plus half inch allowance, that's 7 divided by 2, 3.5 plus half inch sewing allowance, that's 4. So I'm just marking that 4 on the horizontal lines that I have drawn earlier. Using my ruler, I'm drawing the straight lines on the 4 inches that I marked on the horizontal lines. This is the dart line. Moving forward, I'm coming down by 1 inch from the bust point, so I'm just going to mark that 1 inch on that, coming down by 1 inch from the bust point, and then I'm going to go in and out by half inch on the dress length. Then from that point, I'm going to mark it to the point I marked under the bust point on both sides. So we are going to place our bra cup on it like so. It's either you place it in a straight form like this, or you can slant it a little. It depends on what you want. It depends on the outlook of what you're creating. And then now we are going to go in from the edge of the paper by 1 inch, and then down from the chest line by 1 inch. This is going to serve as the distance between the 2 points. So I'm extending that line from that dot that I marked earlier. And then from that point, now that's where I'm going to place the tip of my bra cup and then trace out the curve under, just under. So now we know the position of our bra cup. Please ignore the curve I made at the upper part. That's not going to be needed since we are already taking out the yoke. So I'm simply going to take the body measurements from this point. Now I've inserted the body measurements for the bust area, then plus 2 inches sewing allowance, and then I will do the same thing for the bust point. Even though it's not really necessary, you can just decide to skip this part and go straight to the waist, but I did it anyway. So, and then the waist, that's your round waist divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance, or you can make it 1 inch allowance. It's going to be okay. So I place my waist and then 2 inches sewing allowance. The same thing for the upper waist. For the back is basically a basic bodice, no much work. I just went ahead and drew my basic bodice, the chest line, the bust point, the half cut, the dress line, and then I'm going to input my darts, which is 4, and draw the darts for it, through the line, going and out by half an inch allowance on the dress length, connect it to the on the bust. That's basically it. Just watch the video. In case you don't know how to draft a basic bodice, I have a video of how to just draft a basic bodice on my channel. You can go and watch, and I hope it will be useful to you. So now I'm basically going in and out by half an inch on the dresslet, and then I'm going to connect it on the bust point, and I'm also going to do the same thing on the other side too. Sorry please, I went up from the bust point by 1 inch. For the front we go down from the bust point by 1 inch, but for the back we go up from the bust point by 1 inch. And then we are going to input our body measurement. I'm going to input my bust measurement, which is 9 plus 2 inches allowance, and I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of the horizontal lines. So after adding the 2 inches allowance, I'm also adding what I took out from the dart, which is 1. So and I'm adding it to the 2 inches allowance. I'm also going to do the same thing for the dress length. So I'm adding the body measurement, 2 inches allowance, then I will measure what I took out here, then add it to the other side. And then I'm just going to connect the whole dots together. So this corset top is going to have a basque waistline. So practically what I'm doing now is from the dress length on the side, I'm going to go up by 3.5 inches. Now from this point, now I'm going to connect it down to the dress length, to the other point on the dress length. So that's basically it on how to get a basque waistline. And then I'm going to connect the dot on the sides of this top. So I went off camera to cut both the front and the back piece, and this is the pattern for the front piece and then the pattern for the back piece. I'm going to replicate this pattern on the main fabric that I'm going to use to be making this dress. While cutting it on the fabric, I'm going to add half-inch seam allowance all through the process. Please stay with me. So this is for the center side. And this is for the center front. Please note when cutting this pattern paper, when cutting the fabric using the pattern paper, make sure to add half-inch seam allowance so that you don't have a reduction of fabric at the end of the day. And also fold the fabric on a fold of 2 so that it also replicates for the other part of the dress. You understand? Because this pattern paper is just quarter, so if you fold it on the part of a fold of 2, you get the other part. So now this is the finished work, I'm gonna head to join the center front and the center side together. This is the back. I'm also gonna head to join the center back and the side back together. Now we are going to use a bias tape to create a boning channel on the parts that we've joined, the parts that we joined the center front and the side front together. So I didn't have black bias at the moment, so I'm just using this green bias as an illustration of what I'm going to do. So I'm also going to place it on the side like this and also on the other part of the joining. I have also gone ahead to use the fabric to cover this rack up. As you can see, it's nicely finished, so I'm just going to place it like this and sew it around until it gets to the other edge of the other part, and also do the same thing for this fabric of this part of the back up also. So right now I've done that. I've sewn my boning cases. I've added boning to it, but I'm also going to show you how to add a boning. So in the boning case, this boning I'm using is a plastic boning. You can use original boning, but I'm using a plastic boning, and I discovered that this boning is really strong. So I will advise you use original boning. You just insert it into the boning case you've created before. When inserting this, please make sure to give space for stitching, both the down and the up, so that your needle does not break or it does not affect you somewhere. So it allows you to turn over your clothes. So here, as you can see now, I'm going to use this bias tape to turn over the edge of this corset top that I'm making. It will allow me to be able to turn it because I have reduced the boning, the length of the boning when I was inserting the boning. So I went ahead to give this a good press so the boning will be able to relax. Our corset stuff is ready for wear. It's ready to wear. I cannot wait to rock this. So I'm just going to add the hand. This is going to have a puffy sleeve. So I'm just going to add the hand to the top, and I think that will be all for this corset. I have added the puffy sleeve to this corset top, and this corset top is ready to wear. As you can see, it's very beautiful, very neat, very neat. You can rock this with a trouser, a skirt, a palazzo pant, whatever, ready to wear. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.